Hey guys, welcome back. So this is just a quick video to kind of go over the things I've been up to the last few days. I have finally picked up my slip casting latex, which I'm going to use to cast up those monster heads that I was sculpting a while back. Well, I was sculpting one, and I'm going to be doing a few more. Or between now and April, I have to do maybe like 5 or 6 of them total. So I will be making those. And again, those were all these kind of very neutral expression alien heads. I want them to be a thing where if there's multiple creatures in the same scene, you could paint them slightly differently, and they would be fine together, sort of like the Cantina Band. Not that I'm copying the Cantina Band, but that kind of thing where you can have 4 or 5 aliens all together and they just look like the same type of alien. That's what I'm going for. So I'll be doing those. So I got the latex. I have all of my Ultra 30. And all my casting materials. The sculptures are, the first sculpture is basically done, and I'll bang out some more, not until January probably, but I have that stuff on hand, so I may do live casts when I sculpt again. I also picked up a new can of barge, which I'll go over in a second. That's going to be multi-purpose. I use this for all kinds of stuff, but the reason I picked it up this time is because I have made new C-3PO feet. Now, I don't know if I ever posted my old feet. I think I did a long time ago. If I did, I'll try to find the video for it. But the old ones I fabricated. The ones I've been wearing with my C-3PO forever are fabricated for the most part. I used some really cheap Walmart Vans knockoff shoes, and I glued down all the little piping detail, and I just painted them. Now, I had feet similar to these, and I had vacuum feet. They're way more accurate looking, but they never quite fit right. And right before Celebration in Florida, Celebration 2012, that was the first time I actually was going to suit up and wear this thing. And about 2 days beforehand, I realized that the feet that I got were just, they're going to be so difficult to set up that it was easier for me to fabricate something new. Well, the feet that I made way back then, I have been using ever since. Even though I have other feet here, I just never use them because they just work all the time. I can walk around in them for a long time, and they look terrible in person, but when you see them in a photograph, you can't really tell. I'll bring them up here in the next video, maybe next video. But here are some castings. These are very closely related to screen-used feet, which is awesome, and they fit. Now, this is made out of that Vitaflex 40 that I had in the previous video, so they're a little more rubbery than I like, but I have a plan for these. Now, and then this is also, I'm going to go another caveat here, is that these are sort of a preliminary version. I am going to make sure these all fit right, and if they do, I'm going to clean up a hard copy of these, make a really nice castings that will have a core, and they'll have soles on the bottom, so it'll be a full shoe. So when I cast it, there'll be a removable core, so they'll all have the same thickness all the way through. I won't have to worry about roto casting. I can just make the damn shoes, pour the resin in, or whatever material I want, cut out my core, and then I have a shoe. I don't have to worry about, thickness or like a glob of rubber building up in the toes or something. It'll be a cord mold. So it'll have a core, keeps the inside the consistent thickness. It'll be great. But for this pair, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make some soles for these, and I have an idea in my head. I don't know if it'll work. It'll probably work just fine, but I'm going to cut soles for these out of foam, and I'm going to basically glue socks to the top of the foam. The only reason I'm doing it this way is because I want them to be perfectly cut to match the holes in the bottom here, and I will glue socks to the top of those, and then I will glue the entire interior to the sock and to the foam, so it'll be reinforced with the sock to keep it from tearing, which I think is going to be good, and it'll be connected to the sole around the bottom here, and I may add some like grippy rubber to the bottom. I don't know yet, but for now, that's the plan. I don't know if it'll work. I think it will, and it'll definitely look way better than my other shoe. Now, one really good thing about this flexible urethane is it's flexible like silicone, but a lot of adhesives will stick to this. When I did the RoboCop helmet, I was able to use Zap-A-Gap to attach Velcro, big strips of Velcro to that helmet, or to the underskull part of the RoboCop helmet, the soft part. And the Velcro could be undone and reconnected lots and lots of times, and it never even started to come undone. So that was glued to this. So I think that barge will work. If it doesn't, it's no big deal. I'll just make another one and test again. That's the thing, guys. Don't be scared to try stuff like this. If you mess it up, you know, what's the worst thing? If you're making your own things, I understand if you bought something and it was expensive and then you're scared to ruin it. I understand that. But if you're making your own items like these, I mean, if it doesn't work, oh well, I'll just throw it in a pile of all my other stuff that didn't work. But I learned something from it. And it's usually in the failures that I do, if I come up with something that doesn't quite work right, I'll learn other things that in the future either I'll know not to do, or something I might try for a different project. Something that I learned by mistake somewhere else could be really, really handy for, you know, some other project. Anyway, but so yeah, that's what I'm up to. Ton of work. Back to ZBrush here in a second. I got a lot, a mountain. I don't know how I'm gonna get through it, guys, but I'm going to. But I'll be back soon when I put these shoes together, and I'll probably do a whole video just on the assembly. And I think I'm gonna do a video of what I do to prep my whole C-3PO, like the unpacking, checking everything, prep work, repacking, and so forth, just so you can see the whole process. A lot of people ask me about that. They assume that it's just I just throw my stuff in a box and show up, but there's a lot to it. So figured I'd go over that, and then I got to go meet my wife back in Hollywood tonight, and they're setting up for the Rogue One premiere right now. So it's all cool down there. There's a big red carpet. They have the entryway and like this neat wall with these light panels. They have a full-scale X-Wing down there right now. So if I can get some video of that tonight, I'll get that, and I'll try to post that tomorrow too, or today. I don't know when you guys are seeing this, but regardless. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. I'll be back soon with more on these projects. Have fun!